Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. I'm alive, I'm live. Sound is working, according to my levels. Ah, there we go. Feedback. So I'm gonna finish off running me Pathfinder through the end game today, and then maybe I'll do a new build on Sunday. I'm thinking I'm gonna try something with shaman.
Oh, I see.
Probably crossbows, as always, of some kind. But I think there's something interesting to be done with spells and crossbows that couldn't be done before, and then try out Armor ES. Yeah, I crafted this crossbow for Pathfinder. It's not very good for this particular build because two of the suffixes don't really do anything, but the build still functions fine. The idea is that I just stack up as many poisons as I can.
Yes.
Oh, I sold something while I was talking. Nice. And stack up a bunch of poisons with armor piercing rounds. So in my Rampart Raptor, I have the rune that allows me to have one more poison. We hit him with the high velocity rounds, single shot, boom. I was going to buy a Rigwolds actually and replace prolonged duration because actually I don't need that long a duration. We get 40% more damage from Alkali's Lust. It's a shame it doesn't go any more than 40%. And then when we hit them with frag rounds, we also have escalating poison. The less duration doesn't really matter because we're hitting so fast that we just stack up 10 very high damage poisons. And the bosses fall over very quickly, even during DR. It's probably not as powerful as the most powerful builds, but I like playing it. I don't find it particularly interesting to delete bosses too quickly, though I do delete them very quickly. These are still 4 div. What the fuck? I do, yeah, I do want it instead of brutality though. That's so much a moolah. The reason I don't want to use brutality is it turns off poison on HVR, and it's not an insignificant amount of damage that the poison does. I'm just not sure if there is another option for more damage support that isn't brutality. I think I'm using them all here. Let's put some music on. What should we have? What should we have? I'm going to do some mapping. Let's see what the running soundtrack is like. Because we are running maps. So I do more damage. What else have we got? Could do hourglass, but the problem is if I miss, it's really annoying, and sometimes I miss because I'm not that good at the game. Yeah, it's just rig worlds unless I want to use brutality, right? I could also see how much damage just putting a multi-shot in is. And stacking up the poisons like that. It's probably quite a lot. Try that. Let's make a multi-shot. Maybe I'll test it on Zesht in a bit before I spend money on rig worlds. Because I don't know if they're going to stay high. I thought they were coming down. And it feels bad to spend moolah on things that are coming down. Kind of dipped and then it's gone back up. Okay, I'm going to buy one. I'll try and buy one slow buy for 3. And then let's grab a multi-shot. Just stick it in there for later. Hey. Alright. I am currently looking for Arbiter. I have not succumbed to buying the fragments yet. They're quite expensive. It's like a div to do normal Arbiter, right? $100x. They're just getting more expensive. I guess X is a precipitously dropping in value. Yeah, it's like 200x. So more than a div. I guess I could just buy rare tablets if I want to run them. But I'm also not that really bothered about maximizing my mapping juice. Just going to keep going outwards until I find a citadel. What we got? Quant, Breach, and Abyss with rare monsters. My rings could be better. They're just giving me fizz damage and resistances, really. Elemental damage would improve clear a bit. And my single target a little bit, but most of the damage from single target comes from fizz. I have magnitude of ailments in my gloves. Can't believe I had to spend like 4 div on these earlier in the week. I corrupted this earlier. Yeah. Just run some maps and then see what's going on. See if I can find the Arbiter. It's a very fair build. It's not going to be as zoomy as Poison Burst. It's fine. Quite enjoy just, you know, engaging with the game rather than just deleting everything in sight and running through the maps a million miles an hour. I have to count my shots for Rathas sometimes. It feels quite safe. I have to dodge for a bit, you know, because poison doesn't kill immediately. It's nice not having to worry about temp chains and chill though, which is one of the reasons I started Pathfinder. I'm going to miss that if I roll a shaman at the weekend. So many bad items. Armor scraps are still worth a little bit, so I've been picking up things to scrap. Okay. But if I want to use my Rigwolds, I'm going to have to swap everything around there. Annoying. Oh yeah, I got to run my Valve temples. I was hoping the update would come out before I came on tonight. My temples are full. This is not really an issue. I could just run it. Because you never know, they might delete the temples when they roll out the update anyway. I have to say, I've been struggling with the motivation to put out a video for this league, for an update to this build, because I'm using a little bit of new tech from last league. One of the techs is Labianja's, was it Wisdom? Spirits? And then there's a couple of like decent passive nodes. There aren't many. I guess they already pre-nerfed them, but 25 damage and attack speed. This is always on. And then a 16% attack speed here. So I'll run some temples after this map. I don't mind doing temples. Not very rewarding, but change of pace. I guess if I was being smart about my map running, I would just buy the Arbiter fragments and then use the rare tablets while I search for the citadels, then just sell the fragments later would probably be the smart economic choice. It's not the fastest breach clearer in the world, eh? The clear felt better last league, this build, to be honest. And I don't know if it's like the density changes, just making like the prolift slightly worse, or if it's just the effectiveness giving everything more HP. Yeah, I think after I'm done doing the endgame bosses, I think I'm ready to try something new. Inflation is already hitting trade pretty hard over the last day or so. And when that starts happening, I start not enjoying trade as much, you know. Less and less things are valuable. Get your bubblegum currency. It's not just that, you know, exalts are worth less, they're also harder to get because there's just more and more like, you know, mid stuff on the market, so it's just much harder to even gather resources. You have to be looking for like bigger ticket items or crafting more as you go. I quite like the steady grind. That's why I like the first week of the league. I can just sort of play at my normal pace and I make enough money to improve my build. Alright, single target coming up. It was decent. I was playing a bit scared there because I didn't want to get slammed to death. I have enough HP to tank like one mid-sized slam. I just can't even be bothered to craft, you know? T1 life, T1 evasion, T3 hybrid, reflect and fire res with reduced attribute requirements. This actually is not a bad helmet. So just for the deflect, maybe 20 exalts. Reduced attribute requirements, maybe a divine, probably not a divine though. I'm gonna pop a rune in it so that it comes up in more searches. for 120.
Someone is
Let's bring this down to... It's already the cheapest on the market for that range. If I drop the chaos res, yeah. Yeah, I'll leave it up for a while. I can drop the price before I go to bed. Don't tab all this stuff. Need any of that? Nothing left. I think we're just about still in the time of the league where, you know, you can find good items on the floor. Those aren't good items. Alright, let's pop these in the stash. And go use up one of my temple runs. I'm quite close to trying at Theory as well. This is double corrupt, eh? Right. It's not the really good one. This is the really good one, Altar of Sacrifice. So I'll put it in the middle here. Oh, it upgrades Crimson Hall, eh? I can sacrifice a room to upgrade it. Sacrifice the workshop. Crimson Hall. Still got a golden forge up. Let's just do that. Do I want to use this? I'm not planning on running the architect. So close to it, Zeri. Not tried it yet. I guess there's just not really anything that dangerous in here unless they do the map mod thing, eh? And I kind of want to clear all the rooms because it gets you medallions, and sometimes the medallion says upgrade a room on it, which is could be the difference between getting, you know, a div from the cultivator orb or not. Also, does anyone know that the forge that lets me increase quality past 20%, which I've used twice, it says there's a chance to corrupt the item. Now, does that just mean it's now has corrupted status, or does it mean it can roll a corruption on it? Those are very different things. I could end up bricking my weapon in if it's the second. There we go, improve the tier of a room. What does this lever do? Oh, it has a unique little silver tongue. This is just a free bottle. They already deployed the update. Did I miss it? Feels like it would have been a big patch, eh? This music is less running and more 1990s vintage porn backing track. I like a running tempo with no rewards. I hear you're having some problems with your Chamber of Souls.
Oye, vamos a tirar una vez más. Miguelito. Ajá, yeah. Dale hasta abajo, baby, no hay nada. Vamos despacito que te voy a
This song will not do. Thank you.
Oye, vamos
Why is there 3 versions of the same song? I mean, I just don't know if, like, yeah, I think there's just some fundamental issues with why are you in here with me? Alright. Third time lucky. I guess I get to find out if this bricks my weapon. What's the chances I hit this 3 times in a row? I only went up 1% this time, but no corruption. I quite like it. Every time I come to the temple, my weapon gets a tiny bit better. That's a lot of the rooms done, eh? Not really anything else. Oh, I have a currency chamber. Ah. What else haven't I done? Gallery, the arsenal, the other chamber of iron. Ooh, I've got 2 improve the tier of a room medallions now. That's an augment socket. So I'll just take my artificer's orb. I mean, these have a high chance of dropping tier 5s, it seems. So I think it would be better if you could, you know, walk to any completed room from the map, rather than doing the checkpoint system with, like, useless checkpoints. See what currency you got. I ran all this way. Did I run all this way for a div? No. Nope. Alright. Temple not complete. That's okay. See what it deletes. Oh, I lost my corruption thing. Ooh, can I do it Zeri? I can get in now, right? And I can get a cultivator orb. This gets me another vault as well. I guess I can't not place these, right? Place that there. I can get myself a limb as well while I'm here. So I can, what can I do? I can sacrifice. Still got the golden forge too. So I just drop this rarity. Do I delete workshop? Oh no, then I can't get to these. Can't delete the workshop anyway. Yeah, let's delete this. I'm gonna use one of my medallions. Get a cultivator orb. So we get a double corrupt, a cultivator orb, and a limb. And I'm just gonna place these wherever. Alright. I think this is worth running. I might. Do I want to switch around all of my passive points before I run this? And stick in Rigwolds. I think I do. Yeah, let's pop back to the hideout. Just swap everything over in order to use Rigwolds, but I did just spend 3 div on it, so I might as well. Jump tab. Later. Okay, so these 3 swap. And now weapons set 2 is my damage. Weapon set 1 my attack speed. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four down there. What else am I missing? These 3 swap, right? Alright. Kushti. That's everything right. And please swap. Worlds in HBR. Swap our keybinds. Oh, my ingenuity has turned off my freeze charm, right? Do I have any increased charges? Freeze charm. Okay, keybinds. Load explosive shock. 2. 2. 1. 1. This becomes 2. 1. 1. Okay. Cool. I do need a quick bathroom break. Okay, so let's run this temple. I don't know anything about the Aziri fight. I'm assuming that there's some tricksy mechanics, but we'll see. And I'm hoping that I have access. Everything is connected. So. Oh, this is a boss as well, right? See what limb I get. Nothing grand. I did already lose a limb that had 28% evasion, which is quite nice, but I can have even more move speed reduction penalty. Go get my locus corruption. Double corrupt. I don't think the double corrupt thing is worth anything, right? But the cultivator is. That's music. Protect the orb. Tink. And then I'm not going to go to the royal chamber yet, just in case it like makes me go and fight Azeri. I need to go and get my crappy rewards. Scooby-Doo, 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 Scooby-Doo. I don't know why I pick up scepters. I don't know what I'm looking for in terms of like what are good mods. I assume it's just spirit and then stuff that makes your minions stronger, and if it doesn't have spirit, it's worthless, eh? Do I do the golden forge? Still have it, right? Yeah. Will this be the time it corrupts my weapon? Imagine if it bricks my weapon before the Azeri fight. T6 hybrid, T8 spirit. Someone might want it. Why does there's always just one like standing in the corner? Why don't they all run to the middle? What are you doing? Chaos damage. I'm gonna go get my currency when I'm not clearing when I fall back. Wow. Like, what happens if I fight the Architect and Azeri in the same run? Can I do that? Should I do that? Ooh, attack speed. Eh. Ooh, Raptors are well rolled. Pretty well rolled. I'm doing this. I'm so inefficient. This playlist, pretty sure this playlist said, or maybe it said high energy. I was going to say, I thought it said happy, but. Alright. 25. 27. I might get this to 30. Okay, I think that's all the like rooms that could be rewarding. I should probably think about doing the boss now. This music is annoying me now. Oh, triple energy shield on boots. No, thank you. Alright, let's pop back. Empty my bags. It's all the tier 3s now. Okay, I'm going to try a theory. So I go to the access chamber, I assume, and then something happens? Question mark? Everything is connected. Aha, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna turn the music up for this.
Tome? What tome?
This one. I found it in our explorations.
That's the Etzli Pili. How do you have that? It's forbidden knowledge. Everything in there is too volatile or dangerous to use.
It's a bit late to worry about that, isn't it? When fortune smiles, shake her hand, I always say.
Fine. Use it we shall. What does it say?
It seems 2 high priests must give a sacrifice of living blood. The medallion should then unlock the royal chambers.
Step forward with me. I am possessed by a peculiar notion.
Blood.
Oh, Dorian, your weakness shall mean your end. Come, if you must.
It worked! But why?
If I survive this, we'll speak on it later.
If you survive,
We must face my queen.
Understood. Good luck, you two.
I'm the one that has to fight her, innit?
Trying to save you!
Okay. I only want her to not fall over quick. She has fair mechanics that I can figure out by seeing them once. Oh, what is this? The chest is locked. Oh, I have to fight her, and then I can access her lovely chests. Okay. I'm ready.
The woman behind it all.
Atsiri, should you proceed, this means the doom of the Val.
To doubt your queen, to defy her. I never expected it of you, my most loyal pet.
I beg of you, hear me. The beast cannot give you what you desire.
You may have studied it, Doriani, but you do not know it like I do. It adores me.
Where did she go?
Come now, give unto me your desire. At last, fulfill my soul.
Boobies!
I will have it all. Death wants you! Enough of this!
Wait. Phase 2?
They don't understand our connection.
Okay. The ship DR for phase 2. Yeah. Now what? Phase 3? Oh, that was it? Oh, leave? Okay. Message received.
I cannot believe it.
Okay.
Damn it all!
I assume she had mechanics.
Perhaps if we acted differently, we must try again. I bought us time by destroying. Go. Yes.
Alright, let's see what loots I got then. The lineage gem. Increased cooldown recovery rate. Yeah, barely a div. Oh, was that drill neck? Oh. How much are drill necks worth? Did it end up being good? 5x. No, it didn't. 10x. Ooh, a div though. Thank you. Alright, I guess I got a couple of div. So can I still fight the architect? Oh, I got 6 out of 6 medallions. But if I put down one of these like treasure vaults. Discard this. Rerolling rooms doesn't seem to do anything. Let's go see if I can fight the architect.
This ends here.
Oh, I can.
I shall end you.
Medallion's rather beautiful. Rather beautiful. Rather beautiful.
Drop. Alchemy lab. Oh, okay. There's any point in me using his console? Sacrificial regalia. I guess you can only get that from Adziri, eh? High level runes. Tablet corruption. Lineage. I guess what I want to know is, does leaving now destroy any of these vaults that I place? I guess I should place them anyway. Google it. Well, It's a shame I don't have any medallions that protect my rooms. Just gonna get a full destabilizer. I'll just keep hold of my medallions. Let's see what happens, and then we know. I think I lose like all of my paths, right? Bye-bye. Oh, I didn't lose all of them. Most of them, eh? And I didn't lose any of the reward vaults. But I do need to fight the architect again to get the chamber back, right? The access chamber. Surgeon. Place this. still got the golden forge. Can I get my crossbow to 30%? The DPS on this crossbow now. 744. Thanks to this forge, this crossbow DPS has gone up 50 DPS. Thanks to the 7%. Leak mechanic good. Love me the golden forge. I guess I just run it. And then I can just go back to mapping. The only thing worth running apart from the golden forge, I guess the 2 treasure rooms. Maybe I would wait until I get the rooms that increase chest rewards. Got a bag full of items. About cycling. Alright, I'm gonna try and get my weapon to 30%. You all ready for this? Boom! Still not corrupted. He's got the golden touch. That's so many attempts in a row. It has to corrupt at 30%, right? After that, another 2% is another 11 DPS. 750 DPS crossbow now. It did not cost me very much to make. Just time. Time spent running the temple. I need to empty the bag. Is there any point in running anything else? Really, right? Oh, I can improve the tier of the room. I guess I do already have 45% item variance in the open the chests. What if they destabilize? And I kind of want a fresh temple-ish. Be expected. Maybe I should be upgrading these chest rooms. No, that's wrong. Do not use your upgrades on chest rooms. Always use upgrades on Val Cultivator orb rooms. For sure. Wow. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else worth going in. Let's do this Elite Legion. Hopefully a rumor. Prevent destabilization of a room. I think I just save that in combination with the thing that produces the cultivation orb. Yeah. No reason not to, right? Okay, I'm just gonna keep going because I get a checkpoint. Perfect prefix, but it's a bad base. But maybe someone will want to recombo it or something. Probably with like a couple of X. Ooh, desolate crossbow.
Stay alive.
Oh, I'm out of identity scrolls. How could you? This is like 4x guaranteed. This could be 2 div. Let's see if we can get a... Oh, there's a checkpoint. Okay. Let's go through that. So inefficient, I go back for X. Got attack speed. No, I'm just gonna go grab the armor with scrap. There we go, that's me runs done. Got me weapon to 29%. Got like 3 or 4 div. For some reason I've gone back to Ziggurat encampment instead of me hideout. I think as more people figure out how to do it Zeri, I think these lineage gems are going to come down in price. Oh, they've already crashed. Dang, let's have a look. $30 exalts. Oof. Yeah. It crashed hard. Why is that? Do I just keep it? As a little souvenir. What about cultivator orbs? They're like steadily rising in price. Siphonos are worthless. Architect's orbs are mid. Yeah, cultivation orbs are going up, 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 up. Does anyone even use like those kinds of shields? It's just like one build that uses shields, right? Stock up on some wisdom. Stonks together, shall we? So whatever these thesis idols are very valuable. I don't know where they drop from. Do they drop from Azeri as well? The tablet room with 26 exalts. Oh, what Omen's doing? Ooh, Omens are going up, up, up. Sanctification has gone up a lot since I last looked. Wow, crafting is just expensive. Dextral crystallization is 1.5 div. Okay, so my crossbow was cheap to make, but it's not anymore. I mean, you can do it, but it's just, you know, result spamming. But Soul Cores. Instances, sort of holding steady-ish. Can't believe how cheap horrors are this league. So annoying. It's the only rare essence I've found is a horror. Rune of Cruelty. Holding. Is that incursion? Why is this Geyser's fragment so cheap compared to the other two? When you find all three of them together, right? Why is one cheaper than the others? Doesn't make any sense. There is an incredible corruption outcome on this with cultivation on this. It removes the evasion and energy shield and replaces it with poison magnitude, but chances of that are pretty low and I don't want to ruin my gloves. yeah, third socket's what makes this expensive with 39% attack speed. Oh, I'll just keep hold of it. Excuse me, one moment. Right, do I just sell a div and do the stupid arbiter fight? Maybe. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy the fragments. At least I'm guaranteed to be able to do it. What a scam. Alright. Let's do Arbiter then. Assume it'll be pretty quick. Then I can start alchemy orbing and regoing my oh, have I even been to the monolith yet? There we go. Oh, you know what I didn't turn on for Theory? Attrition! It was a long fight. I could have got a bit more damage. I'm quite bad at this fight, I think. Would prefer no music though.
You are too late.
Am I?
The fourth edict already burns for your foul
So many. Going down.
Chasms of flame shall restore.
Right. But he heals to full now, right?
Salvation is written in
Alright. I did it. Hooray! You may have music back. Average. Below average. Average. Maybe we'll get a good Invictus. Forever young. Ah, here comes the patch. 25 minutes. Leap completed, but I cannot leave. You know I've got like boss points? Someone in my hideout better give me boss points. Good. Wait. Ah, okay. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. So now I can craft on tablets. Excellent. And what Invictus did I get? Global defenses. Oh, perfect daily res and light. Oh. I mean, I'm gonna corrupt it. Not 19 gems, like worth anything now? Probably not, right? Yeah, 5x. I don't need it, I'd rather have the X. Let's see what one of these is worth. Five div. Really? It is a pretty good one. Like, I'm tempted to use it myself. Okay, the 5 div one also has 10% global defense, so maybe 3 or 4 div. It's probably not quite good enough, is it? An extra socket would be really tasty. That would be 250 life, 45% global defense, and 50% all LE. I wonder if that would make up for deflection rating the ES on this. Should I corrupt it or just try and sell it? The one on the trade site corrupted. Would corrupting it destroy the value? I mean, why am I playing this game? You know, if not to roll the dice. Okay. That's full quality. Okay. Are you ready? Fit socket. Come on, baby. Bricked it. Now it's bad. Yeah. Might be able to get 3 div for it. Like, it rolled almost perfect armor evasion and energy shield, and more life, but less defense and less LE res. Put out 4. 5 divines. If someone wants it. Do I want to do anything while waiting for the servers to restart? I think this crossbow is going to be very nice for the shaman that I want to roll. Apparently it's worth about 20 div. Not cost me that to make. Cost me about 4? But I got very lucky. I hit all of the suffixes on my first try. So maybe, let's say it would be 6 div on average to craft. So maybe I can do something interesting with it. I guess I'm just in a holding pattern now while I wait for servers to restart. I don't really want to be running maps. Craft some tablets. I have this perfect rarity tablet. Reglet. Boo! Shrine in a summoning circle. Yeah. Are gold tablets worthless? Probably, right? Should just help them. Additional rare, currency, and still has gold. Okay. pack size and rewards for each closed pit. I think this is a valuable modifier, right? Maybe not. Depths, rare monsters, gold. Why do they roll so much gold? Effectiveness, perfect experience, chance for currency. I think tablets are just quite cheap now. I wonder what the expensive tablets are. That's 2 additional random modifiers, eh? Effectiveness, shrines, pack size, rarity, strong boxes, circles. Perfect rare monsters, more experience. Ooh, this has almost perfect rare monsters. Shrines and rarity. Gold. Don't care about experience. Rarity and rare monsters. Perfect rolls. Okay, this has got to be worth something, right? Yeah. I'm gonna sell it for a divine.
Can I help? I'm sure someone would want that.
Wait. Is it worth more than a divine to the right person? Precursor tablet. So the others have essence, waystones, summoning circle, shrines. I'm gonna put up for 2 divines. You can always lower it, right? But you can't increase it after it's sold. Ritual tablet. Rerolling costs less attribute. And increased pack size and effectiveness. Reduced pack size. Wait, what? Why does this say reduced? At least it seems ritual tablets are dropping, right? Because they're not too expensive, like 20x. Holy crap. It was like 4 div. Making money in this game is so easy. Effectiveness. Wow, 2 rare chests. Rare monsters and gold. Gold. Gonna get some rare monsters and twice as likely to have rewards. Rare monsters, experience. Yeah, still worth running. Rare monsters, experience. Uniques have an additional rare modifier plus rarity and effectiveness. Monsters, summoning circle, magic monsters, expedition monsters. I don't know why I'm rolling expedition tablets. I hate expedition. Well, I don't mind logbooks, but I don't like running it in the maps. Alright, how long we got? 10 minutes. Yeah, I guess I just log off. Could have a look at Theorycrafting some shaman. Log off completely. Alright. So this is my Pathfinder. Let's import where we are. I think it's about optimal, though it's Path of Building doesn't do the Pathfinder pathing yet, unfortunately, so it doesn't know how much energy shield I actually have. I wasn't sure what was better to either, take these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points here at the sorcerer's start, so these very efficient energy shield nodes plus a bit of extra ailment and stun threshold, or to spend 6 points and go up to Spectral Ward. Which tells me that it'll gain 550 energy shield, which is less energy shield, but 2% of HMs. I think I'd rather just have the extra big hit protection. Oh, I should have taken this node instead of this one. What else could I do? I could also do this. Even more attack speed. And then next level up goes here. So it's imported the weapons the wrong way around, eh? Has it? No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. I've done it the wrong way around now.
Even death won't do us part.
I'll find a poison explosion, import. But I think the Pathfinder is in a good spot. Does a ton of damage. It could be, you know, further optimized with like extra damage on the rings, like a better ingenuity, better damage weapon. But, you know, I did this build last league, I did it this league. I can post some updates, perhaps on YouTube if I can work up the motivation. But really, what about a shaman? What about a shaman that does bonded runes? There's some really powerful bonded runes. The 50% damage against rare and unique enemies does, pretty sure it does +1. +1 attack skills, right? Yeah, +1 to all attack skills. Isn't that bonkers? Just giving up a little bit of weapon DPS. So what is the general idea? The general idea is that I can use Rage to do spell damage and crossbow damage. But is that good? And then like adaptations, you know. I think would be the best. Third one, either adaptation for. Yeah, I guess adaptation's not really very good unless you're also taking Avatar of Evolution, eh? So that you take Fizz's Cold Fire and Lightning. So maybe it would be the damage of turning the seasons. So what would be a good combo of spells and crossbow skills? Like what would be synergistic? So payoff skills for crossbow are shock burst, We could do like an elemental build, especially if we're gaining random damage as an element. Let me just update my titles. Okay. Yeah, so it would have to be some kind of elemental payoff, eh? And maybe where the spells are clear and the crossbow is single target. Similar to a lot of my builds, where the primary weapon does the clear and the secondary does single target. Let's have a look at spells. So on the one hand, I was thinking there's also physical spells, but actually with the elemental damage thing, exposure and damage is an extra element, feels like elemental is where I want to be. What are the bonded modifiers for the various elemental runes? So if we did sack our wells, gain a random charge. Confusion. There is, what is there? There's arc, if we wanted to do shock burst. There is Frostbolt. But Frostbolt only chills, right? It doesn't freeze. Is Arc good at clearing? Or is it just good at shocking? 200% more damage when lightning infused. I feel like infusions are going to be quite annoying to use as a shaman. What other payoff is there? We can pay off for we can pay off for armor break, we can pay off for frozen, we can pay off for shocked. We can pay off for immobilized. I feel like that would be quite tricky. Like trying to manage projectile speed from that side of the tree, I don't think would work very well. We could do like impale and armor break stuff with physical spells, but then that's just another HVR ability. What about the other way around? Is there anything I can do with crossbow skills that set up a payoff for a spell? So we can freeze, we can ignite. Decompose. Consume a corpse. Create a cloud of flammable poisonous gas. How does that compare 598 top end to gas grenade explosions? Then I'd have to do like some weird stuff with creating corpses, eh? Gas grenade takes attack damage, 612% of physical. Six poison clouds. Same with gas grenade. Interesting. Importantly though, added damage to this doesn't have to be physical. Decompose shaman explosion. So I don't know anything about creating corpses. Is there a tag for corpse? I would have to create some minions. I guess it's sacrifice, right? Must be active in both weapon sets. Minions revive more slowly. Is this a thing? I feel like it was a thing, right, with Corpse Wade? But was that explosions, or was that just like big life minions that you just constantly sacrifice? So you'd need the spirit from this, plus you need to be able to summon a bunch of skeletons. Or zombies. Who have the most is brutes, right? Brutes have the most health. Seems like a lot of work. And like, how would it work for clearing? It feels like it would be really awkward for clearing. Reap shaman? Back to the physical idea, right? If I'm doing physical, I could just do plants, right? There's lots of shape-shifting stuff. Planes, ignite stuff. I mean, this is just... Oh no, this is an oracle node, right? Can I hide oracle nodes? Maybe I'm just running out of ideas when it comes to crossbows, right? How can I shatter glacial bolts with spells? Oh, you need to consume freeze. Is there anything that consumes freeze? Does Ice Nova consume freeze? New patch up. Yes. I get patch notes. Don't know if that's readable, but entering Aziri's temple when encounter portal will now keep the encounter area open, as long as you are both the owner of the temple and the area. Removed the confirmation when you leave Aziri's temple via portal if the temple is complete. Number of rooms destabilized after Architect has been halved and by Aziri lowered by 25%. League encounters that do not contain bosses now generate a chest. Workbenches in the past version are now pristine and can be taken home. Increase the spawn rate. Cool, I mean, worthless at this point, right? Added a new medallion to reroll temple rooms in your hand. And add random map mods. The extraction chamber is now rarer, and the architect will only offer a maximum of 1. Uniques Vault excludes more common uniques. Spy Master rooms. Generally more multiplier on other rooms. Golem Works are more multipliers on other rooms. Same with Thaumaturge. Tablet thingy, a bunch of tier 3 buffs that add bosses, which I guess is more loot, I would hope. Modifiers have been doubled at all tiers. Sealed Vault adds a rarity. Gold. Lol. Halve the chances of finding bonus rooms and reroll reward rooms. Tier 3 rooms either drop reroll hand or add a mod to the temple. Architect is more likely to give you more storage and medallion storage. Also been increased everywhere else. Medallion drop descriptions. Spell totems have been improved. Improved the damage of cross slash. Arctic Howl empowers 1 attack per 5 enemy power. Feels like, I don't feel like I've thought Wolves' damage was bad. Lowered collision size of Wolves. Improved their AI. Reduced the damage. Oh, reduce the damage on monkey. All monkeys do less damage. Well, all monkeys holding the giant stick. Anyway, one sec.
You say you are lost and you're in need of some advice. I'll try to be honest, though it's easier to lie. And you can say that I'm
Glory generation has a half-second cooldown instead of 2. I've never tried to use glory, so I don't know if that was a particularly big sticking point. Palm skills now picks random valid targets instead of the closest valid target. A slight buff to rolling magma. We have more substantial improvements we would like to make to rolling magma in the future. Lunar Blessings cooldown now recovers while the buff is active. The cooldown has been increased as a result. It's now a war cry. I feel like when I did my werewolf build, I should have just gone all in on the werewolf. I think I would have had more fun. Instead of trying to combo it with crossbows. I was also the wrong class really. I don't think Pathfinder really made good use of the werewolf's strengths. Reduced the damage of lightless abominations, projectiles and ignites. Is the lightless abomination. Oh, it's from the Abyssal Depths. Which one is it? Is it the one that does the slams? Projectiles and ignites. Yeah, I guess it's the one that does the big slams. Reduce the damage of lava. Meteors from buffing walking calamities targeting. And it also now gives more damage. Gain as fire. Flame breath doesn't go on cooldown upon finishing channeling. Added a missing abyss modifier to the talisman outpool. I don't think I really encountered any bugs. Okay. But I still don't know what to do with my shaman. Oh, there is snap. Yeah, maybe ice is an option. And then what do we do for single target? there any support for infusions on the shaman side of the tree? No, you have to go over to sorceress, right? I just don't really know anything about spells, so I'd have to figure it out as I go. Exposure though is what's the base resistance modifier on exposure? By default, it lowers resistances by 20%. And then you can increase the effect. And gain some additional crit on lightning. Exposed to the storm up here. No, it's down here. Yeah, it's quite far away. Like ball lightning. What does snap do with ignite? Does it make fire explosions? With a very low amount of fire damage, 288 top end. Yeah, cold snap is where it's at, right? I would also really like to do something with tornadoes, but I don't think I can with crossbows, because I don't think any of the crossbow skills make I can make burning ground with oil grenades and make fire tornadoes. I don't think I can make shocked ground, right? I think Invoker is where you want to be if you want to be doing tornado ground stuff. There's Wake of Destruction. Yeah, there's the Invoker. Shocking leap support. Lightning Walk. What can create chilled ground? Nothing. Oh, I guess frostbolt creates chilled ground, right? And oil grenade would create burning ground, eh? You can also do it yourself with like Purist Anguish stuff, but only for clearing. $300 per second. Each absorbed ground type. But I mean, how, yeah, I'm not going to be able to create 3 different ground surfaces, right? Crazy talk. This does a lot of damage, right? And creates a lightning infusion. How many buttons though? Only incendiary shot did anything. That side of the tree is quite good for ignite. I mean, incendiary shot is good at igniting, it's just not very good at doing damage. Unfortunately. And I don't think there are any spells. This only works if I click, not if I type though. There's no spells that care about things that are ignited, right? Except snap. And this only travels once, it seems like. The blast will spread to other enemies affected by the same ailment, but those blasts cannot spread further. And it has a 4-second cooldown. God, why do they have to make spells so difficult to use? And then plants.
Is it just me staring in the mirror on the wall? All I can see is nothing more of nothing at all.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's already been proven that plants are just work, full stop, right? That storm.
The voice that I keep hearing loud and clear. Is it just me taunting me with things I don't want to hear?
Yeah, thunderstorm does make things easier to be shocked or frozen.
It's playing special for me. A never-ending song.
How does that help me clear? Means I can shock quickly, but like shock burst. Frost darts. Projectile speed 200 units per second. Like a freeze pale thing. Whispering ice. Gives Heart of Ice and Ice Storm. Consumes Chill and Freeze. And Heart of Ice chills enemies in your presence who are also exposed. Oh, but this also has exposure. Just keep coming back to cold being the main combo, eh? If I wanted to do a crossbow. You can like freeze with the permafrost or hailstorm. Hailstorm Whispering Ice build? Question mark. Does that have any single target? Possibly, right? We've got some freeze build up here. That's it. Damage against chilled enemies. What else? Anything to do with storms? Deal 50% more damage, cost less, and have less duration. What is the duration of this? Storm duration is 6 seconds. Costs up to 126 mana, but they cost less, right? You can have 3. And I'll be like alternating Whispering Ice Hailstorm. Got 11% crit chance. Whispering Ice is expensive. It only improves cold spells, but that's fine. If I wanted level 20s. There are no level 20s. Interesting. It's cheap though. The question is, I don't know if hailstorm rounds will accumulate while they're in weapon swap. If it's anything like grenades, maybe not. Yeah, I guess the question is, it has to be in your active... Passively generate bot. Yeah, this isn't going to passively generate while it's not in your active weapon slot, right? Skills which consume freeze do shatter ice crystals though, so this could work with the Whispering Ice. We can spam Glacial Bolt and Ice Storm. Oh. It can only hit 6 times a second. But I assume that's each Ice Storm, right? Maybe this works. Ice Storm, Glacial Bolt. Which explodes the ice crystals. Which can also impale. We buff both. I don't think Wild Surge works though, because we actually want the storm to last longer. If I did like Whispering Ice. Build with an Ice Storm. Where's me sockets? Yes. Can I try add sockets, please? Prolonged duration. What's quality do for this? Storm. Term duration. Skill duration 8.118 seconds, and then if I take this, nothing changes. Oh, because not supported, right? Duh! Should have read that. Can't make my own support gem, right? I guess it would be a total of 35 less duration, right? Effectively. So go down to 4-second duration. Ish. And that'd be what, like spamming, alternating between spamming the bolts and the storm. So it'd be 50% more damage. The only thing that increases the damage, 1200 to 1800 damage. We could probably get it up to 29 pretty easily, or 30. 3k. I mean, it's an idea, right? What would I level as? And is Glacial Bolt better than just using another Ice Crystal skill? Ice Crystals? Wall. Does it say how much damage they do when they're shattered? Right, okay, so the damage of the crystal is built into the skill, so that's 280 spell damage, and Glacial Bolt goes up to 245% attack damage. %, less damage if destroyed by something other than you. I can try it, right? Whispering Ice is cheap. We gain a bunch of extra damage. So Glacial Bolt is Fizz conversion. Does that really change anything about the ascendancy? Not really, right? Gain a bunch of rage. What a meme. But I think I've got my idea. Whispering Ice Glacial Bolt. Why not? Two button build, eh? I'll figure out the tree some other time. I don't know if Wild Surge Incantation is worth it. None of these have the trigger tag, right? The payoff tag, but not the trigger tag. Yeah. Do like Arcane Surge to get some mana. Now we have some pen. These are like shape-shifted. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be like generic spell damage, or we're gonna have to like go up here. And there's a crystals thing somewhere, right? Like all the way over here. I don't think we are shocking. Elemental Archon, what does that do? Like a more damage buff. Spells. You'd be an Archon all the time. Yeah, we could try and be an Archon. Some quite nice Archon buffs. Alright, I have a plan. I have a plan. Crystals. Mental Archon? Question mark. Age. Wild Surge Incantation? Question mark. We might be able to get some, like, if we're in the area, maybe. Is there like skill effect duration? Yeah, there was a bunch. There's even a bunch at the start here. No, there's like a bunch over here, right? And a combat Wild Surge Incantation. We can set the ice storm going and then spam glacial bolt. Hopefully that works. Alright, got a plan for Sunday. So that's it for today. I have a plan. Hopefully I'll have a bit of a POB plan for Sunday and we can start leveling Shaman. Though I might end up leveling a bit before then. So we'll just maybe be in endgame by Sunday. And then maybe I'll put out an update video for my Pathfinder build. Let me know if you want me to. Alright, thanks for tuning in.